Been waiting on Daniel.
What's his name?
As long as I can recall.
That's right.
What the hell you talking about?
Started in the spring and coming on fall.
Alright, somebody's mic is really hot. I hear everything in the background while talking.
Talking on the phone.
Oh no! That hurts.
Talk about this and that.
You gotta think about time. Right color too.
You think so? It's hot right there. It's on the back.
Like that's like 3 minutes.
Wow.
He's sneaky, I'm telling you. That's why I was trying to get him to go. Why am I playing echoes now?
Look it up.
That's weird. It sounds like I'm in a tunnel. Yeah, like a tunnel. That's right. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
If I get right here, that's gonna be hot as shit.
That one day I could literally be scratching. That wasn't even me. That wasn't even me.
That wasn't him this time, Bo.
That was Diddy.
That was Diddy.
That's me.
Oh, wow.
Did it. Did it.
We're starting the third show.
Alright, hang on.
We're starting the third
My old one was 2. Yes, the blue is 2. Check 1. Check still hot. Hot as this show. Heard that too.
Every time somebody on the street or something, we gotta come in.
That's really. Bop bop.
I lost the static. Oh, there we go. There's the sound. There I am. Hello. You start paying yourself.
It's good. I don't have a rebuttal.
You're the one handling it all anyway.
This is true.
So you know what's coming in, what's not coming in.
Baby, I don't handle you.
Oh.
Huh? You had to buy me a money gun one day. Try
Threaten
shooting
me.
at that
I gotta go buy Daniel some shorts.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
guy. Yeah, he's yeah.
He said, "Yeah, he's
Yeah.
yeah."
Mm.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Just gonna leave that alone.
You gotta leave it, huh?
Yep. Because unfortunately, I have to see that tomorrow morning. That's probably what it would sound like too. Whenever I get there in the morning, like he's sitting there just breathing and
That's what it
breathing
sounds like
hard.
every morning when I get up, breathing hard.
Yeah.
My 1 sit up a day.
Don't stroke out now.
That's not funny.
It's all kinds of funny.
What?
All kinds of funny like this show. We're coming in hot. Combo Kings, baby.
God.
We back in the studio today.
I see that.
What is?
I feel bad for him
Yeah,
because he got to hear it later again.
It's all right.
It's all
Like
right.
50 times he's going to have to hear it again.
Well, I ain't been here in a week. I ain't seen y'all. I'm happy to be back in the studio.
He's just all kinds of happy.
I think I tried not to throw too much shade on you last week.
Well, With the amount of sun that I got at the beach last week, I could use a little shade.
Actually, I must have thrown plenty of shade because your head came back a little lighter than it did when you left.
Yeah, my head's about as white as your headphones are.
I guess I was shading you pretty good then.
I was glad to have a little bit of hair on top of my head. Because Sunday, I was out on the beach.
Wait, you can grow hair?
I can grow hair.
Oh, that's news to me.
Cannot swing from
I mean, I'm talking about up there. I ain't talking about anything below the equator now.
That's what's wrong. It just all slid off. But no, I was sitting, I was sitting on the beach. It's like 60, like barely out of the 50s. If it hit 60, it was lucky.
Then it got hotter
Nice, calm. Ocean was nice. Got back that night, and no lie, my feet and the left sides of my legs were as red as your damn shirt. I'm talking
Ghost
like
pepper hot.
ghost pepper hot. And I got in the shower, I was gonna cry. That shit hurt. Oh, that shit hurt.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of something called sunscreen?
Nope, I'm hard-headed.
that's fair.
Use sunscreen to get cancer.
I gotta die of something, so
Well, that probably the sunscreen probably give you cancer at some point anyway.
that's right. We've all got it. Just wait for that switch to become on. What's been going on, guys?
Oh man,
Tell me about it.
apparently not getting burned. I guess,
Yeah,
for
this is
me.
true. Y'all didn't get burnt.
Oh, I definitely didn't get burned. I actually was in the cold side this week.
Yeah, I heard it was colder up here than it was.
That and found out my heat wasn't working.
Oh.
That's why I had it. I had it torn apart this week. This weekend today, actually.
We still got air on.
We got her fixed
Yeah.
though. We got her fixed.
I ain't cut my hair off.
Well, I know where you live. Your neighbors keep it warm for you.
What'd he say, Dave? Butt naked, 1 foot hanging out with the fan on high.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Year round, baby.
Yeah, we had the house for a couple of nights there. It got down to about 57 in the house. So,
That's good. That's good sleeping.
weather, right?
which actually it wasn't that bad. Except when you wake up in the morning, you try to take a shower, and you get out of the shower, oh, it's cold.
Yeah, it's
So
it'd be like that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's fixed now.
Where did we go? We went when we were passing through Marshville. We went by, you seen where Dustin gets his tattoos done at the Monogram place?
The monogram place.
The monogram place. Oh Lord, Jay's Custom Monograms, right in the big town of Wingate. That's
Oh,
fucked
that's
up.
such a huge town.
That's fucked up.
There is a monogram place.
Yeah, it's right next door.
When I saw it, I
Yeah,
went
I pointed. I was like, "There's where Dustin goes to get his tattoo." She's
No.
like, "To the monogram place."
That's
She's like,
great.
"Yeah, I'm gonna say something."
That's great. Oh my gosh. All right, now that I done fucked this damn shop up, y'all go see Jay Moncrief down at Jay's Custom Tattoo
And
in
monograms.
Wingate. You can go next door and get your shirts monogrammed, or you can go to Jay's place and get the old ass cheek tattoo with your name. Jay will do it for free.
Can't wait.
Butterfly coming up out of the sunrise.
Yeah, as long as he gets to see that ass.
Oh.
No, I would not throw Jay under the bus like that.
Dang,
I love
Jay.
Jay.
No, I know somebody else who'd rather see that in some shorts.
Mhm.
Oh goodness.
Mm-mm.
So how's things been? I mean,
Not too bad. We
kind of even keel.
me, Daniel, and Miss Joy did the combo Kings and Queen
Yeah.
last week.
Mm-hmm.
I was laid up on the couch
Yep.
Sunday afternoon, and I was like, something's missing. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I'm where I am.
You are where you're supposed to be, but you're not where you're supposed to be. At the same
There
time.
you go. That's what I was
It's
trying
a
to
two
get out.
parallel thing.
Parallel dimension.
Well, we held up the crown.
Actually, I think we did pretty good last
We
week.
did pretty good. We did
I never went back to listen to this past week.
Yeah, well, I just published it, so.
Oh, that makes
It's all
sense.
right. It's all
You
right.
weren't going to listen to it until today anyway.
That makes sense.
Well,
Mhm.
for some reason or another, the audition, I use Adobe Audition.
Yes.
And it don't pick, like if you, I recorded it in Audition, but I could not pull it up at the house.
Oh,
And I had kind of a busy week at work, so I couldn't get over here during the week. So,
right.
So I had to do it before everybody showed up today.
Okay. Well, damn, you just had a long day today, ain't you? Because I hit you up at 2:30. You was already here, and it's like 5:45, quarter to 6 now. Excuse me.
Yeah.
My day started at 3:30 this morning
Well, mine does too.
when I had to go to work this morning.
Mm.
So I haven't necessarily leave the house, but I get up early. I have the dogs attend to that y'all
Right.
so graciously
Mhm.
helped us with. And then
The little monsters.
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I was done with that, at like I don't know 6 or 7 or whatever, I go straight into my personal brand,
Mm-hmm.
social media that I'm working on, and then I start working on stuff for Convo Kings, and then I have to do my honey-do list, and then
Got to keep Mama happy.
yeah,
That's right.
that's the most important
The
one.
thing's probably a mile long.
No,
No.
she doesn't keep me going much.
Miss Joy ain't hard to please.
She knows that I have a Joy. Honestly, is by far probably the most supportive person in my life, and I say that because she has to live with me.
Mm-hmm.
She has to live with me, always having to do something or wanting her to look at something for approval or whatever it may be. But
And that's
She-
not just microphone talk, y'all.
no,
No.
for real. I would stand outside on top of the building and then out sit if I had to. But she's always been
Let's do it.
supportive of everything that I do, no matter what it is. Travel the globe with me now.
That's
So,
right. Worldwide, baby.
So you can. I can't complain in that department, but she does help me out with that stuff, and even when she knows that if she knows that I'm having some trouble with some content stuff, she kind of just tends to the dogs and just lets me go.
Mm-hmm.
But every now and again you have to stop and say you appreciate people. So
That's right. That's right.
that's not her crying, by the way. Wasn't
No.
that touching? But anyway, no, she does. She, you may see me do the work, but she's part of the driving force behind all of
That's
this
right.
stuff. So,
Everybody's got that loving crutch.
yep.
You got to have that loving crutch in your life when you're down and you're like, it don't look right, it don't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of go, and Miss Joy is always right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
She's like,
Mhm.
hey,
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right.
I tried to do that at Where You Been when
With
I
that
found somebody's filament
one.
uh-oh,
and a little blue tutu
tutu.
for his little fairy costume.
Yeah, she was trying to
No.
pick him
Where-
up and be supportive.
Well, I was
you at,
like, what the
where you
hell?
at, Branch?
Well, I was sitting there, where the fuck was the damn invitation
Where,
at?
where you at, Branch? You supposed to be able to feel these things.
Feel these things.
Well,
the only thing I was
yeah.
feeling was vibrations on the lawnmower.
Let me put you let me put you in perspective here for a second, Daniel.
I was literally driving past it.
The day was so unplanned. We ended up going to graveyards. So I mean, the day was not planned at all. So
Ooh, I love cemeteries.
yeah, but we didn't know we were leaving to go to the cemetery, so I couldn't invite you to do anything if I didn't know I was going myself.
He wound up down there in my neck of the woods.
Yep. So
It literally turned into just picking up.
went to pick up
the
groceries.
Humidifier? No, the humidifier from this.
Oh yeah, her options.
Which is on his to-do list to try to figure out why
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
brand new and it won't cut off.
Yeah, no power.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yep.
She may have to
Take it back.
Take it
Yeah.
back. Motherfucker won't work. Take it back.
Daniel was on point that time. I have to give him kudos. He brought us some cake.
Take it
today,
back for
too.
500.
Yes.
He brought us some delicious
Yes.
cake today. Kind of spoiled us a little bit.
The fuck you looking at me like that for?
Because your crotch is
Your
growing.
crotch is glowing, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sitting up here and there's a light emitting from your nuts, my friend.
It was bad.
David just wasn't saying nothing. I hate to stare at another man's ball sacks.
Hey, they're holy,
Plugs
man.
in there for Layla.
Hey, they're holy.
Holier than thou, I can tell you that, because his whole boy's nuts don't glow.
That's a good one. Yeah. I looked over there and I'm like, what the hell? And I see Daniel just sitting there looking at Dustin. I'm like, well, Dustin's about to say it. So.
Yep. Oh,
I
sorry.
was like, you're starting to look at me like somebody who likes to see me in shorts. I was like,
Squirrel.
okay. I see that look every day, and I don't really like that look. That's why I was like, why'd you look at me like that for?
Was that your phone?
Maybe.
Yes, it was.
Okay. It looked like the flashlight on your phone was like up under your ass and it was glowing.
he said,
Hey,
I still like the buzz up my butt.
Like-
Watch my farts glow.
Oh,
Biker ran
God.
down the street, let me touch his old lady's titties.
I was just thinking about that movie earlier. That's so funny you said that.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
It's like,
Okay.
just go ahead and keep saying it. He's like, oh, it gets worse.
Reel it back in, baby. Oh,
He's
my
over there, oh,
gosh.
God.
Well, we got what? We got the Renfest coming up.
Yes, we are going to do the
I
Red
guess I'll
Fest.
take you to the stairway to heaven.
Guess
So Miss Joy started it out. Daniel, I'm looking at you and said his name. Daniel's supposed to be a fairy.
Yep.
And I know Daniel ain't done no shopping yet. But
No.
you
They
ain't
even gave him a secondary option.
in the...
Yeah, I looked at that secondary option. That secondary option is not on government salary.
So
That's
me and
funny.
you's almost in the same boat. They've looked for you, and you just...
Well, I found,
Fell off.
well,
And Dustin just ain't done no looking at all because he's
the
been out
one
of town.
piece that I found that's easy. I was trying to figure out the rest of it, like what I'm putting underneath the
Honestly,
fairy.
Dustin, if you got some kind of like a brown cape or something, and just wore like a white shirt or something.
You gonna go to Walmart and get a
No,
get a damn
no,
sheet,
I mean,
brown
he
sheet.
knows what I mean. Something that looks halfway decent. God,
You can get a damn.
you could get away with
You can
not.
wear a pillowcase.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I just took it way out of the box.
Hang on, fucking with my hose. I was already there.
You could? Didn't you have steampunk?
I did have a little bit of steampunk stuff. Me and Daniel just went to the same place.
We just went to the
at
same place.
That's
time.
why I wasn't listening.
You didn't hear what we
I'm
said?
sorry.
No.
We went to Django. Hold on, man. I'm fucking with my hoe.
Yeah. I don't think
Who
I
made
can
these
get
things?
out
My wife
I
made these.
can't see shit out of this fucking thing.
I don't
He
know
goes,
if
"Damn, I
I'd show
can't-"
up down there with that. I don't know.
Damn, I can't see fucking shit out of this
That's
thing.
right.
I will laugh, but you know,
Oh
that's
my
a PR
god.
nightmare.
Yes. All
So
right.
is Scott attempted to join us too now?
To what?
To the Red Fest?
It sounded like it.
I know.
Sounded like
Because
it,
he was like, you
also-
better not.
But I think I'm not. I may be mistaken, but I'm thinking he said something about his wife wanted to go the weekend before.
Because I said, I'm going to wear a morph suit. And he said,
I'm
you
not
better
sure.
not wear that around me.
I'm
He
not.
said, I don't want to see that.
Y'all have to ask him because I didn't.
I look like a big round blob running around.
Yeah.
I just don't want to assume somebody's coming. You know.
That's right.
And I wear a green morph suit and I look like that guy, the Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Oh, I was gonna say Gumby.
There was the fart.
Or I'll just be a pea.
It's true.
I know, I was sitting there thinking, because, Justin, they call him
Ratatouille or
Stump,
whatever.
the Stump Fairy.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is a stump
Yes,
fairy?
Twig.
And then he was going to be Stump Fairy.
Yeah, I was
He was
saying,
gonna be
there ain't, no,
Stump.
there ain't nothing twig over here. Everything's a
No,
stump.
don't
And
tell.
I was like, I could have just spray painted the tutu brown.
Yeah.
Tutu Brown.
Yeah.
That's what we call it.
Oh, I can make it brown.
Tutu Brown.
I can make it real brown.
Stumpiest man in the
Well,
whole damn.
Give me some McDonald's, I'll make it real brown.
Sure, you're gonna be like out there on your own because everybody will be pretty much dressed up.
Okay.
You're just gonna be walking.
I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and get one of those like fake Viking helmets, the plastic
No,
ones.
please don't do that. That's disrespectful to me.
So
Vikings didn't wear horns.
that's right. So I also thought about this. There have been medical problems
With
since time immemorial.
Huh?
Right?
medical problems since when?
Since time immemorial. That means as far back
Oh,
as
okay.
anybody
Yeah,
can
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
And
I
when-
catch on, I
when-
catch up there.
Joy said white t-shirt.
No.
Daniel said pillowcase. I'm thinking of like David being the Viking that he is, that he could portray with Joy's help. And I'm going to be like Jeffrey. Well, no, that's not a good name because he used to be a cast member. Let's just say Johnny is
Little Johnny.
is David's retarded brother. Hey! Hey!
Why? Why in the
Hey.
world?
That's
Like,
where my mind went.
You
I'm
say,
sorry.
They say, what'd you dress up as?
Having a
Why
boat.
dumping him from me?
I'll make sure I black out a few of your teeth with,
Yeah.
with some Sharpie.
Oh, gosh.
I'm that one that should have been like shot out the window.
He'll be over there like this.
Look at David's face.
Let me sit over there.
Terrible.
David be sitting over there eating his pickle of you.
No, I just
No.
see David like king. He's walking around and just looks great.
Look a
And
peasant.
I'm over there with my my cape like half off my shoulder,
was trying to get
my
you
arm
guys
out my
in.
shirt, going,
Dragging a club.
everybody take your leg. Dang, I have everybody take your leg.
Hey, by all means.
Somebody call Kathy
You know
and get her
what?
get me ear corn.
They also
And then we'll
rent-
make sure we walk by the tomato guy at that time.
They also rent costumes there,
Yes.
so I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't
That's-
feel like getting lice today.
That's what I got so tickled
They
about.
don't have.
They sanitize them, baby.
Oh God.
They might smell a little funky from walking around.
Hmm. But anyway,
Yeah.
they're also Moore's
Morris
Custom.
costumes.
Who?
And it's cheap.
Yep, Moore's Custom. I
I
rented.
think my shoes were like
It was
$3.
cheap as mess last time. We rented
my
stuff
dress
for
were
that.
like
for
Really?
Moore's.
That's what I'll do. I'll show up as Elvis Presley.
Oh God. Just I'm gonna not tell him what day I'm going.
I'll just go every weekend then.
I won't, I
Wow.
won't go. I just won't go.
He said he just won't go.
Nope.
Oh, Lord.
Now I do got to buckle down and find me something worthy of showing up with y'all with.
Yeah.
'Cause
Be
I want it to be a
somewhat
good time.
Respectful.
I'm wearing a Joker outfit. And not the movie Joker, like an actual, like, King's Joker.
Linen pants and linen shirt.
Like an actual medieval Joker.
Yeah, you could. He could just be a monk, you know.
All I gotta do is just throw. Let's go buy me a white
Call him
a white
little-
pillowcase and paint it
little
paint it
Daniel.
orange. I'll be a
Little
monk.
Daniel.
Said little John. Little
Get you-
Daniel.
Hey, get him one of them bottles.
Little
like
Danny.
John used to.
Yep.
Little Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Little drunken Danny. Danny boy.
Sloshed.
Now we know where Danny boy came from.
That's right.
There.
Danny boy.
The pipes are calling.
Oh my gosh.
That's the song.
Yes.
I know.
Sorry, my damn headphone
He's
cords.
over there.
He's-
He's been off for
He's over there tangled up.
Mm-hmm.
1 week. He's been off. And I can't. Yeah, like
If
If you're getting tangled up in the headphone cords, and what the hell happens when you go fishing?
Oh, I got tangled up.
That's
Believe me,
Yeah, whiplash.
I didn't have whiplash.
Oh man, I used to hate getting whiplash. With the
I don't-
fishing
I
pole.
don't fish with them. Like, I don't fish with them.
You fish with what?
he throws a casting net.
No, I can throw casting net too now. Don't get
Fishing with a
twisted.
net. Oh, I used to. I don't think I
Fish
can
with a-
now.
Fish with a rod.
No, I fish
Damn, what's
with
up
a
with
rod.
everybody dropping their phone?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
There's insurance on it. But no, we fish.
Yeah,
We
we join.
fish with not the spinning reels, but the open face one with the bill on it.
Mhm.
We fish with those.
Yeah, I've had whiplash with those before.
Damn.
I fucking with him so hard. He looked
Yeah.
at me like, is this motherfucker
Yeah.
here? I've never fished with anything like that.
Okay.
I can
I
understand maybe when you go
never-
fly
I-
fishing. Like,
I've ever actually never fished in the ocean before.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I was
I
fixing to
heard
call,
it is.
you don't never know what you gonna get.
I was fitting to call you a vegetarian. You know.
No, I didn't say I didn't eat what
No.
comes out the ocean.
No, you know what vegetarian means?
What's that?
That's Indian for bad fisherman.
Yeah, well, that's me. Yeah, vegetarian. I don't
But
know.
no.
I can hold my own in a pond, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Uh,
that's where I learned everything.
Yeah.
But what I went to when you said whiplash, we called it backlash,
Mm-hmm.
and that was always on like a bait caster or the true like ocean style spinning reels.
Yeah, that's what
Them
we,
guys throw them.
Yeah.
And no, I can't.
That's what we used to fish with.
Man, I can't throw one of them things.
Yeah, I the open cast one. That's
Mhm.
what I learned. My grandmother taught me how to.
Can't do it.
Your grandmother. Good lord.
Look, Grandma done it all.
Well, when your
Grandma
dad
has
don't
some
hardly
muscles.
ever come around,
Mm-hmm.
and
Your mom must have been strong.
your uncle, one of your uncles in prison, kind of rely on your grandma.
That's right.
Dang.
Some of us are not afforded with a full family. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some of us were raised by our grandmas, like me. So
Yeah, well, that's
But fishing trip,
Yeah.
it's always good. Like it's time to get
Yeah.
away,
it's good.
let your hair down, for lack of better words. But it's a group of guys. We go down there. We rent a house either on Southport, Oak Island, Caswell.
I'll tell you about to say South.
Oh, I spend a lot. That's right. The area we always go to that area.
But we go down there
His
this
family
year.
owns half the.
Oak Island's nice.
Yes.
He owned like 5 places down there.
Okay.
I hate the beach, so that would never happen.
I could live down there.
I'm a mountain man.
Every time
I'm
I get
a
down there,
mountain man too. I can agree.
every
I
time-
love the beach until I see the sand. I'm like, oh hell no.
I don't like the sand either, Daniel. That's funny.
I get down there and it's just peaceful.
Huh.
It's because to me, I can sit by the ocean and get the same feeling that a man or a woman gets when you sit and watch a campfire.
Okay. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I do like to watch the ocean.
Yeah.
I like the ocean.
I watch it right on
and,
here.
No, it ain't the same.
No.
I like the smell of it
Yeah.
and the
I
air.
can put some salt and some water and heat it up for you and throw up in it at the same time. They give you about the same
It
smell.
always makes you think of something like somewhere else is calling you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
That would be
And
the
I mean,
alcohol.
No,
That
I
is
don't
your
drink.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
being here.
Yep.
And what's across the ocean calling you.
Yep.
So it's kind of funny you said that. But my thing is, it's two uncontrollable forces.
Well,
They're opposing.
technically, that land's calling you too. You just don't know it.
That's exactly right. We'll get there soon.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk about that too. But if you think about it, sitting watching a campfire
Yep.
and then sitting watching the ocean, and I'm going to get a little,
Let me take a toke.
we're going to go down a rabbit hole here for a minute.
That's what they always say when you're gonna get in a deep conversation.
Yes. Two opposing forces,
Yes.
supposedly enemies of the other.
Mm-hmm.
One can destroy the other, but on the same hand, one can extinguish the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's just peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
satisfying
Mm-hmm.
to sit there and watch a fire burn.
Now imagine watching a fire burn on the beach.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
No,
That's over sensory.
Yes, you've got to have a permit. Your nuts are glowing again.
His nuts are glowing
Speaking of hunting on fire, but to sit
I
there
didn't even get a notification. I don't know where that came from.
uncontrollable
Yeah.
at its strongest, you're
Yeah.
never going to stop the ocean.
No.
No. And as we know, once it gets out of control, fire is one of the most destructive forces there is.
Yep.
But it's just peaceful sitting there watching that. You can lose yourself as you watch those flames just flicker. And the same thing with the ocean. We fished from some mornings 5 o'clock. We usually go in about lunchtime, 11:30, 12, whatever, what have you. But to sit there that long, it's just peaceful.
Yeah.
But a bad day fishing is 10 times better than your best day at work.
Absolutely.
Until them sandflies come around.
I can agree.
They did this week, and they
Yes,
suck.
They hurt so bad.
Sandflies and no seals.
And the sandflies are so small. They're almost
They
like skeeters.
So my brother-in-law Casey's sitting over there with a rag in his shorts. Wham! Wham! He's got a pile of dead flies around his feet.
And them suckers hurt
They do.
when they bite. When they bite,
Yeah.
it feels like getting like somebody hitting you with needles.
Mhm.
They know they've been bit by horseflies.
Yeah.
That's
what
the same thing, basically.
That's what sandflies feel like.
Yeah, they got horsefly. It draw blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never. Yeah.
That's,
Good blood for me. I'm gonna be
Kind
killing
of like
you.
where a lot of the young ladies out in the country,
Mm-hmm.
they have what they call summer legs,
Yes.
where they have dots all over. It's from like horseflies.
Yep.
getting all hold- Yeah. Yep. That's where that comes from.
But yeah, to go down there, we cook. Don't nobody get out of hand. I mean, you can have a beer if you want one. We got 2 guys that come down with us. They're a little bit older. They like to drink their scotch.
Mhm.
I sit on the back porch. I might smoke a cigar a little bit. It's just, I don't know. It's peaceful.
As long as you got something that gives you peace, that's
Yep.
all that matters.
Mhm.
And then a FaceTime video goes off. Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. My wife and our 3 kids are out of town today, so I've got my oldest daughter and my granddaughter in the studio today. She started getting a little riled up, so Pawpaw didn't get to sit in on the Dark Hour podcast, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We laughed and cut up and run around, so she's getting sleepy,
Mhm.
and I had to give them a little love today.
That's it. Always you got to do something.
That's right. But back to reality.
Yep.
Yep, the reality of the week sets in tomorrow, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Mine set in yesterday when I had to go to work,
Yeah, what'd you have to
and
go to
then
work on
today.
Saturday for?
and then today.
And a Sunday?
Oh yeah, ball fields are a 7-day week.
Yeah, I remember those.
Oh, they had those big tournaments this weekend.
Ugh.
Well, we have them every weekend from April all the way through the end of November every year. Every weekend, there's not a single weekend where we don't have them.
My friend, you know what you need? A new job.
I was about to say that.
You need a new job. I got
Next weekend's on my weekend that I'm not supposed to work is Saturday morning. Firewood. We got to sell the firewood.
Yeah.
And we have to hand stack it in the back of every pickup truck that pulls in there for
No,
5 hours straight.
I mean, I don't know. I would enjoy stacking firewood.
While
and
somebody
pitching
watches you in
firewood
shorts.
more than I would prepping ball fields.
He threw in the shorts on you.
He did. I act like I didn't notice it, but I got it. Old fiery nuts over there. Oh my gosh.
Starry Night.
Starry Night.
It's a new art masterpiece.
Oh my gosh.
It's the modern version of Starry Night.
And the flames go high.
Oh yeah, it's flaming. Like a flaming Cheeto.
Dang.
Fiery nuts and flaming Cheeto.
Dang, son.
Give yourself a little bit more credit. Hey, we do call you the shrimp king.
Hey, I like Fireball and flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh, sheesh. I don't think he's caught on it, does he?
Oh no, I caught on.
I don't know.
I'm rolling with the.
You're rolling with the punches.
He
Yeah.
rolling with the punches.
I hear you.
That's what I need.
All
That's
right.
what
Well,
I
we
need.
got to get, y'all know y'all better get serious about the Rim Fest. It's like fast,
Yes.
Mhm.
coming fast, especially Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Only what?
2 weeks.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah, next weekend's the last. Yeah, no, it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tutu. I just gotta figure out what to put underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Shorts.
Them fiery
What
nuts.
kind of
Hey,
shorts
you
in
already
November?
got everything you need to go in there, bud.
Put on some white shorts.
I'm already white.
Uh.
I just wear myself to this Renaissance Festival.
Oh my gosh.
That's he's just being ignorant.
Ignorant.
I wear myself with a tutu.
Oh my gosh.
Remember,
They ain't gonna let you in like that.
No.
Sir, my lord, you must go put on some clothing, my lord.
and then they go see the glow and they're like, never mind.
What makes a Renfest character break character? Daniel's white ass in a tutu.
Oh,
My
hell
lord,
no.
my lord, you must put on clothes. I said go put on some fucking clothes, you
Yeah.
white boy. Everything on you is clear except for that head because it's burnt and that big beard.
Oh,
You look like an unstruck match.
Joy said it looked like a lobster.
Look, I like.
Uh,
Yeah. And then he went red shirt today too.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh
I
lord,
was feeling spicy.
you look spicy, old fiery nuts.
Oh.
Don't put your phone under your leg no more. This thing look like a beacon glowing. Wong, 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 wong. So speaking of,
They do speak to the satellite, so
that's where I was
the
going.
space station.
So the last night we were there, this is Sunday. Friday night, we came home Saturday. Friday night we were outside, and around 7:30, I have video of SpaceX.
Oh, you got one like I did?
Yep.
Yeah. Now, it wasn't that thing that crashed in Washington, was it?
I hope not.
No, dude.
I hadn't heard
Have y'all
anything.
not heard about that?
No.
So it started in North Carolina.
This
And
was
it was
supposedly
on
taken
fire.
off in Florida.
Huh?
The one I got pictures of, they said took off in Florida.
Okay. All right. Maybe
So
it's
what-
two different things. But there was a, they quick and covered this up real quick.
Uh-oh.
There was an aircraft of some sort
Right?
that started to basically crash in Raleigh and ended up in Washington. And there's people that have like videos of it, and it looks like, I don't know, man, it's huge.
So it supposedly took off in North Carolina, was going to
No,
wind
it
up,
started to crash in North Carolina.
started to crash into North Carolina.
It started having trouble.
And you say it finally fell and landed in D.C.?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, but then they, like, it went quick. Like it's like somebody had like a commercial airliner or whatever and crashed or whatever. The story changed very quick. I mean, I showed Joy the pictures where the people were like live and they're like showing this like it was a pretty impressive like event that just kind of got scooted under the rug a little.
Wow.
So.
No, that's first I heard about that. It had to have gotten covered up pretty quick.
And it all happened around the time that the SpaceX thing was going on.
Okay. So you think it's like, hey, y'all pay attention to this?
I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is I heard the F-16s. there was a sonic boom.
Really?
Yeah, they were hitting them jokers trying to get to whatever that was.
Daniel, tell me you finding something on this.
Nope.
You ain't finding
Gone.
nothing on that. Damn.
Yeah, they were in fighter formation.
Really?
Yeah, they're you know how they do a diamond.
Yep.
Yeah, they were in fighter formation, and
Part of it, I don't
heard-
know how the word did though.
I heard the boom.
Yeah.
And there's like people that their ring cameras and stuff. They heard the sonic boom and all that.
What do you label this as? Like to try to
UFO.
search it.
UFO over crashing or UFO over North Carolina. Yep.
Or North Carolina or Washington?
It started in North Carolina, went
Yeah.
all the way to Washington.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I ain't heard nothing about that.
Yeah. It was really weird because of when the fighter jets were in like fighter stance.
Mm-hmm.
And that was why would you be doing that for a plane, regular
Yeah,
civilian plane? That don't make sense.
that's right.
Unless you plan on, shooting something.
Right.
Yeah.
So, do you think it might be possible they shot it down?
I'm sure they did.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all pay attention to SpaceX while we're going to try to fly this thing, and the government says no, and we're going to shoot you down.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think there was something going on. That
22
was more-
hours ago. I
What'd you
found a
say?
YouTube video.
Daniel has a YouTube video.
You guys hear about this DC crash?
Yeah, there was a big tahi about it, like while you were gone.
Well, damn.
Yep. That was Daniel, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually do that.
I know you can, yeah. But no,
Wow.
yeah. That's kind of what went on.
I had no idea.
That's kind of.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
They said
It
the
wasn't
object.
Jesus, no.
No.
It was
I'm saying, oh, Jesus. No.
You terrible.
The object.
It was
The
just a
object that was seen was 10 times the size of the average aircraft that you would
Yes.
see flying across
Yes,
the sky.
It literally looked like a chariot in the sky.
What?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I was sitting there going, Thor.
They said it was on fire and there was a sonic boom and they said it just took off.
Yeah, the sonic boom came from the fighter jet.
They said the thing made like a big sonic boom and it just went.
No,
It was gone.
It wasn't it was the jets.
It was the jets trying to get to
The
it.
fighter jets. Yeah.
Wow.
But he's not wrong. It did take off. And
Yeah.
It started to crash.
So, whatever.
They said there was Secret Service and everything lining the roads from North Carolina all the way up to D.C.
Yep.
And on every roadway.
Yep.
They said FBI, Secret Service, local police departments, everything was seen on every roadway in every town, small or big.
Yeah, there were like people just lined, like the police officers and stuff were lined up.
It says North Carolina's National Guard was deployed to both
Yep.
major areas of Charlotte and Raleigh
Yep. The airports and all that.
airports.
How you going to know something about this and not tell me about this?
Because my unit was one of the ones that got deployed were right next to the airport.
See. See? I
Yeah.
ain't lying.
Huh? No?
Yeah, the armories battalion got deployed since they're literally like the airport flies over the draw.
Yeah.
And here I am down here at the beach, just fishing away,
It happened
Not
October
catching-
12th. October 12th was the date.
not catching a motherfucking thing.
They turn around. Turn
Now, wait a
around, come back, and everybody's.
Wait a minute.
What?
October 12th.
Mm-hmm.
That was the day we got down there.
Yeah.
SpaceX was the 19th.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know what date you
Okay,
saw.
okay.
Yeah.
But no, again, hadn't heard nothing about it.
Yeah.
So Dustin's out of the loop. He
That's-
fished for a week, and
Well, now you're in the loop.
now I'm in the loop.
We had some stuff happen.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all wanted to circle back to kind of what we were talking about.
Oh, I found the videos of
the
it.
water and
Wow.
all that. You can watch that after the show.
I know.
But, I'm like, it doesn't do any good if we're doing audio.
I don't know. I'm just looking.
But anyway, talking about the ocean and whatnot, when you have those instances where you feel like there's something that calls you.
Yes.
A lot of times for people that were from that area or whatever, you feel that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they said, excuse me, here lately, there's been more of it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm reading.
No, I'm talking about people from like Viking
Oh.
heritage.
You on point A, we on point D.
Yeah,
baby.
we done went
There goes the blonde part of me.
Yeah, that's
There it
okay.
was.
anyway.
There it
But,
was.
Yeah, so they said a lot of that's been happening more.
So are you talking like relatives or Well, no, I guess genealogy would be
Ancestry.
ancestry. That's
Your ancestors.
the one that I'm getting towards.
Lots of people have said that there's just something weird that's like calling people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, think about the hurricane.
No.
It's calling.
He's
Anyway.
trying, Paw.
I hear him. And hip you, I swear. But anyway, yeah. There's been more of that where there's like a call to return.
Right.
Yeah. And then like when we got over there, you know, I was just like, I had felt like I'd been there. Like
Right. Almost like a deja vu, maybe.
No, more like I wasn't in like Europe.
Okay.
I was at home. Like I was where I needed to.
Oh.
Like I wasn't out of town
Yeah.
or out of the country.
You weren't a foreigner.
Yeah. Well, not that too, but it was just so like Germany felt foreign.
Right.
It did. It felt like I was
Probably
not
feel like
where-
prison.
And then not quite like prison, but it did feel right. But then when we got to Norway, I just was like, you know,
Germany have a feeling like, hey, I'm not supposed to be here.
yeah, you know, kind of like you shouldn't be, you know,
Yeah.
like get out of here as fast as you can.
Right. Now, Joy, how about you out on the other side?
Yeah,
Same thing?
Yeah,
Not
same
supposed to be
thing.
here?
You can tell they're very, even the police officers during the immigration place, like just the looks on their face, they didn't want to be there. Everybody looked like they had an attitude.
Mhm.
It's
With
like-
us foreigners
Yes.
coming into,
Yeah.
you know, either passing through or coming into their country, and then, you know, being new to it and actually seeing, like them walk around with like, you know, the big guns and everything. That was a little weird.
They
Right.
had AR.
You know, welcome here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that movie where from like the Big Mouth or the hormone monster goes rage, rage, fucking rage.
Mm-hmm.
They're mad.
And we got stuck at the top.
Yeah, they.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that was
where
weird.
You
no
said your
food,
vending machine was
no
screwed up.
food.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
You said the vending
It's
machines
like-
were screwed up.
Yeah, there was like two vending machines. One was almost completely out, and the other one broke.
Yeah, too many odd things
One that was
happened.
full was broke.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, you American? You're American? Oh yeah, we're gonna put you in the dungeon.
Oh, they didn't even have to ask you. All they got to do is look at your passport.
Yep.
They knew right then.
Oh yeah, you get us into the dungeon."
It
Now-
wasn't a dungeon. It was at the top.
Something I
Don't stutter,
didn't get
don't
to
say
ask you
anything.
last time
What's that?
was before you left, you were talking about seeing the fjord.
Yes.
Was that the feeling that you got of being at home when you looked out across it?
I don't know. I think it was more. Dude, I'm telling you, once we got off,
I didn't feel out of place when we got to Norway.
no,
It was just like a very calming and just kind of like,
yeah,
yeah.
like I was fine as soon as we hit the airport. in
So that's what I
Oslo.
was talking about. Is it because you were talking about one of the big things you
I
wanted
did
to
want
do?
to, yeah, I sat by
Yeah,
the water.
You
but
wanted to sit by the water, but was that the calm and
Nope.
home feeling, or
Soon
was it
as I-
as soon as you went in?
As soon as I was in the airport at Oslo,
That's cool.
it was my stress level, everything just kind of dropped.
Part of it
Okay.
could have been like, it's like, oh, we made it too. Like,
no,
like we made it through all the travel.
that kind of happened after the next day. Was like, oh, you know, we're not traveling today. But that day, even when we got lost,
You know what I'm saying? Even when we got
There
lost,
was
we weren't panicking.
just a weird calm about, like, I told her, I'm like, we should be more stressed out. We're lost in Europe.
Yeah, so you didn't
Right.
sound stressed when you texted me about that because
Yeah.
you were like, I was like, so how's everything going? You're like, oh, we got lost and like almost a whole day behind, but we're like, we're good.
Mhm.
I was like,
I kind of
Okay.
picked that up too, because when you told me that we got on the wrong train
Mhm.
and then had to pay $100 to get back, and then got on the right train, there still wasn't that like sound or feeling of distress.
And then when we got to Tunsberg, we had no idea where our hotel was. Our phones were dead. And it's really weird is that we literally walked right to our hotel.
That's awesome.
Like right to it. And then it was just weird. Like, so like hearing like what you were saying about the ocean and
Mhm.
stuff. it makes me. I think we forget about who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of hit home with me too the other night during that event, or the town meeting and all that stuff. And
Right.
I'm like, we're told repetitively that we shouldn't be proud.
Yes.
And the American man, I'll go ahead and say the American white male,
Mhm.
and I'm not being prejudiced or anything. That's just not me. Y'all know me. I mean, I got a Crayola box,
Yes.
for a family. Everything from Arabic to black, Asian, white, whatever. But anyway, we're told as white men that we should not be proud.
Yes.
And when I went there, I didn't feel like I had to not celebrate myself.
Yes.
And for them to have like Norwegian Pride Day
Right.
every Saturday,
That was every week.
it hit home.
Mhm.
It really hit home. Like, this is the peace that I seek. And then, I thought, well, you know what? I don't want to leave all my friends.
Mhm.
I look at y'all not so much my friends, but my family. And I'm like, I really don't want to leave the family that we've built. So we'll try to make that peace here. That kind of peace can't happen here.
No.
It can't. No matter how far you move up to the mountains, because it's funny. Y'all look at all this stuff as coincidence or whatever, but I thought about the mountains
Mhm.
like for several weeks when we came back, and then the mountains are destroyed.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, in my eyes, and my whole life, the mountains was that safe spot,
Yes.
and then they're destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So then it puts me back to, do I just kidnap everybody and take them where they need to be?
Right.
And I say that jokingly, but I'm not. Like, there's a sense of seriousness in that.
Yes.
Like, you need to see. Like, I keep telling you, we're going here. You need to see this,
Mm-hmm.
because you'll never, like, the peace that you find there is not. Yeah, it's just words can't explain it.
Right.
So that's
Kinda
just
makes you
It's a
flip.
world.
Yeah, it's like you're not even in the same planet. Like,
Yeah.
you're in a different realm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of
It's
think back to the Marvel movies,
weird.
how they said Asgard's not a place, it's a people.
Yeah.
It's actually the opposite.
Yeah.
You can take your people.
Yeah.
But over there, you found peace.
So if I had my people in that place, it would be the equivalent of Asgard.
Mm-hmm.
Is because you have the people that make you happy.
Yes.
You have your support systems and you have all that, but then you also have the place.
Yeah.
But
But-
you can't make that place somewhere else.
Tell me this.
Huh.
How long would it take you? You enjoy the way y'all are. Y'all could move in over there right now, and I guarantee you within the month,
Mm-hmm.
people would know y'all. You would give. You would
Yeah.
give and take,
Yeah.
and y'all would gel.
Could we fit in? Yes, absolutely. But there's still those people here, like you guys, that we're gonna still like. Hey, I wish we could show this. I don't know how many times we said it. Man, I bet you Dustin and would like to see this.
Mm-hmm.
And you could sit there and say, like everybody always says that, but when you're like people like me and Joy, when we invest in you, we don't just invest in you as just saying a buddy.
Right.
When we and I guess sometimes that's why me and Joy get a little bit more upset at people,
Mm-hmm.
is because we are emotionally invested in you.
Yes.
It's like Daniel. Daniel is my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Joy says it all the time. She's like, "You wanted a brother, there he is."
Yep.
So when I'm getting on Daniel may look at it as me not liking him or me being mad or anything like that.
You know, like the other day, I said, "You good?"
No,
I
but
texted you because I was like, "You
it's-
kind of sound like a little sideways today."
No, it's the simple thing is if your little brother does something that you don't find good,
Mm-hmm.
there's a level of disappointment.
Yes.
So it's not me being mad. I'm disappointed.
Right.
And
that hurts way worse.
So
Somebody being the big D word.
yeah, I don't
Mhm.
really, so like I'm looking at Daniel, I'm like, you're better than letting somebody affect you like that.
Yep.
So it disappoints me.
That's a hard word, ain't it?
Yeah.
I tell people all the time. I was like,
But-
they were like, what are you doing down there? I said, I'm gonna go see my brother.
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah.
I said,
And
I'm going to see my brother today.
I do, and I consider y'all are my brothers,
Oh, yeah.
and I would, and I know life exists and things are different and this and that, and everybody's got their own responsibilities and all that stuff. But I don't think, and I'll be honest with you, I go out on a limb and tell y'all, you'll never seek and find the happiness that you're looking for until you visit that motherland.
Yeah.
Whether it be Iceland, any Scandinavian area, and y'all both have it, because I can see that. I can see what I look like prior to visiting, and it's funny for a white guy to say the motherland,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because the motherland adds. I took my shoes off and I felt the soil.
Mm-hmm.
Joy did it too. There's just a difference. There's a difference there.
Oh yeah. So, let me ask-
The longer that we're here, I feel like the more and more it's like,
I miss it.
I don't think that we were gonna go back and stay there. And I'm like,
Well,
that's
shit.
what I told everybody. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe not Tunsberg.
Maybe
you
not
know,
Tunsberg.
Maybe not that town,
But that.
but probably for sure somewhere.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Norway, or Iceland or wherever.
Yeah.
I'm like, because it's just different.
Yeah.
Like I
So-
come back here and I probably leaving here, I had a different perspective of how America was than going over there and then coming back. I'm just like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Right.
Like the people here, the way that they do things.
It's give and take over there to where here it's push and pull.
Mm-hmm.
So how long? So we talked about this on the show before last when I was here. Was their kids still hang out at the mall?
Yep.
They're like what we were in the 90s.
Yes.
Are they that far behind?
I think they're that
Or-
far ahead.
That's what I was going to say. Are they that far advanced?
They're more advanced. The kids there are way more advanced. Like Dustin, I am not. I don't say this in tongue in cheek, but honestly, moving to one of those countries would be better for your family than having 8 acres in the country of Monroe.
I could believe
And
that.
I could back that up. You know why? Medical's free.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the cheap stuff you see in Canada where
Right.
they're dying and stuff. No, their medical and their prescriptions.
Drugs are better.
Drugs are better.
Mhm.
They're more. They're not as stuffed with the crap that we got.
Right.
Their food's more regulated on additives and stuff. I know that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all of Europe.
That too, and then college is free.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
They don't like your kids don't leave with debt. They're ready to go. And dude, the safety. There's kids,
We were out at like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
9, 8-year-olds.
If I was at the McDonald's
Yep.
in Charlotte with a group of 5 teenagers,
I'd feel a little apprehensive.
Mhm.
they were there. They were off to the side by themselves. They were just because there's a cut through to the
Mhm.
grocery store,
Yeah.
and then the McDonald's has like a whole nother upstairs room. They were just minding their own business.
Yep.
They weren't getting rowdy or anything like that. Minding their own business. Even with our window open at the hotel,
You can hear them playing.
you can hear them playing and stuff and having a good time.
To where over here, if you were somewhere like that and you walk up on a crowd of teenagers like that or even younger, they're up to no good.
The fuck you want, old man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly
somebody,
right.
Somebody would have to try to insert dominance.
Or
Yes.
if you try to go to sleep with your window open, here y'all you can hear.
yeah.
Wee wee.
No, no, no.
Over there, just completely different.
Nope. Yeah.
So I could see to where that water would call.
You want to know why it's like that though? They have something called respect.
Huh?
Whereas people they have something called respect, where our kids don't have respect no more.
Yeah, that's why I said they're far more advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think they're headed in the right direction?
Yes.
You don't think they'll wind up like us?
Nope.
Something,
They've had the same system in place for hundreds of years.
something to be said about that.
They have a system that is set on everybody contributing.
Not just the chosen few. Okay.
Everybody contributes, and you cannot live there without employment.
Huh.
They do not. They will not let you move there and
I
you're not
mean,
employed.
You see how much the trust is if there's like literally in the same parking lot as your bicycle rentals. You can rent a car.
Yep.
Right.
Then on the other side, you can rent a wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember y'all saying that too.
But
Here's one that's a little dinged up.
you literally you go in there, you swipe your card, you pay, and you drive off.
Yep.
That would not happen here.
No.
You wouldn't get that car back.
No,
Yeah, you
no.
wouldn't get it back.
I mean,
But
people
everybody
over
knew,
here,
yeah.
That car would end up on a police chase on TV somewhere.
people over here would turn that into a weapon.
Yep.
I can rent a car, I can get in it, and I can drive it up in a bank if I want to.
Yep. Yep.
Over
That,
there, it's just a method of transportation.
Or I can rent a car really cheap and I can go crash the fuck up out of my ex's house real quick. Just go right through the
That
middle of
too.
it.
Yeah, and like I said, Joe, man, even the area of town that was bad wasn't even as bad.
Wasn't even that bad.
No, there were like some homeless people there, and they kept their own business. They went there to the little area that I guess they feed them,
Right?
and then they went on about their business.
Wow.
But and we, knowing me and Joy, we walked in some areas that you would think, oh God, yeah,
We don't belong
we
here.
don't belong here, but they did not ever once. Nobody even batted an eye. Nobody even spoke to us.
I'm gonna say in those areas they could easily
Like,
be like,
they would
oh,
speak
Americans,
like,
tourists,
hey,
we can get these motherfuckers
Like,
right.
you know, they would speak, hey, if you spoke, like if you wanted them to engage with you, they would engage with you. But until then,
They just
everybody minded their own business.
That's awesome.
There was like a big court area where everybody gathered almost every day. They gathered there.
Just to sit.
They sat. They enjoyed music. Kids sing. You know, they get up on a microphone and sing.
That's cool.
And then over there, they still make kids that are in school. They make them get out and walk.
Huh.
Put little safety vests on them.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole line of them. I thought that was the cutest
Well, you
thing.
ain't got to worry about them getting hit in the crosswalk,
No.
walking across the road.
And like I said, when you stop, when you get ready, you look like you're going to go across the road. They stop.
That's awesome.
Yep. They don't get up to around 11. There's no sense of urgency. Like, they'll tell you over there, you know, I got a funny one here in a minute, but they'll tell you over there, you know, well, what's the rush? Where you going?
Be there tomorrow.
You know, and they work from like 11 to 4. And
You
they-
said something about the bells going off or something.
They ring like the lunch. I don't know what was going. I could never figure it out. It wasn't church bells,
Right.
but it would go off and everybody would stop work.
Huh.
And I know it was everybody stopped work because there was construction going on.
And it'd go quiet. Yep.
And then about an hour or so later, around 4 o'clock,
Done.
yep. Sunday, nobody except for kids working in a convenience store.
You said even the fast foods were pretty much closed.
No, they were open. It was just kids.
You said like one person be running the whole
One or two
convenience
people.
store.
Yep. One or two
Almost all
people.
the fast food places and restaurants. There
One
might
or
have
two
been only
people
one
the
or
whole
two
time.
employees. That's it.
Wow.
Yep.
And nobody hollering, nobody rushing.
Nope.
Where the fuck is my Big Mac? Why is it cold?
Nope. Nope. Mm-mm.
That
I
sounds
didn't hear
like my
not
kind
one.
of place.
Yeah, you
Well,
and Dustin.
You said
I'm
that
telling
one
you,
lady started getting out of line.
There was just one lady.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, no, but you said, but how they handled it, you said was way
yeah, and
different.
then the manager came out and he just gently talked.
Could
to her.
you tell that she was from there, or you think she was
I think she was
somewhere?
from like Germany
Okay.
because the way she nine.
Oh, that's German.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So and then the Norwegian guy came up and he just kind of calmed her down.
Yeah.
And then that was the whole thing lasted 2-3 minutes.
Wow.
2-3 minutes.
That's
But
good stuff.
I told Joy, I said,
No police
Iceland
car.
might be the place for all of us
Mm-hmm.
because you know what their national saying is?
Fuck it. That's
Nope.
good.
Lay it on me.
A donut in the mouth is better than a hot dog up your butt.
Are you serious?
That is their national
A
saying.
donut in the mouth is better than a hot dog up your butt.
Yep. That's it.
Wow.
That is their national saying in Iceland.
Okay.
But you know, and in Iceland on the other side of that, Iceland was a country that was actually founded by Vikings.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It was
They
actually
got black sand.
that's from the volcanoes, yeah,
Yes.
and that's part of that trip too. The
Yeah.
black sand beaches.
So let's lead into that before I talk about the other week that I was gone. We got a trip that we're rolling over. I know, David, you and Joy are are pretty much bought and paid for.
No, we
But what I mean by that
mentally,
is
yes.
mentally y'all are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've already pretty much decided you're going.
Yep.
And we're going. So you're an ambassador for. Tell me the page again.
Modern Viking
Modern.
lifestyle.
Yeah. Modern Viking lifestyle.
Yep.
And David talks to this gentleman very frequently.
Yep.
He's borderline. I'm not going to say TikTok famous because we're just not going to go there. But David is
He's a big influencer.
yes, and they know one another very well. So it's a 6-day trip.
Yep.
And centered around Iceland.
All in Iceland.
All in Iceland.
Yep.
So that's going to be this coming August.
Yep.
I'm going to try to go to that. I'm going
I
to go
hope you
ahead
do.
and put that out there because I want to travel. I want to see some of this stuff.
You need to. I honestly, and I don't mean to influence you anyway, one way or the other, but I think you as a man owe it to yourself.
Yes.
Yes, I think there's a part of you that's going damn nuts.
He got the glowing nuts again.
Yeah, but I think that happens every time he's got a toot or something.
I don't know.
But,
That might be the title of this episode.
toot.
No, Daniel and his
Glowing
fiery
nuts.
nuts.
Okay, that's a
Daniel's
good one.
fiery nuts.
Yeah.
I got to think of the thumbnail for that. But yeah, no, in all
Two of the
honesty,
Cheeto balls.
Oh, thank you. But no, you do you need to experience that.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I've always wanted to do stuff like that, go see that part of the world, and what better way than to just find that peace
oh yeah.
and have a great trip for that first time.
Yes, and then there's going to be some people with us that are holistic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm kind of leaning towards what David said he is, and that is what they call an eclectic
Okay.
pagan.
Yes.
And I implore anybody right now
Mm-hmm.
to read or listen to an audio book of The Untethered Soul.
The Untethered Soul.
Yeah, he taught me about. He didn't teach me. He referred that book to me, and
Mhm.
I've been listening to it, and it makes so much sense.
Okay.
It's called The Untethered Soul.
Where can we find that at?
You can get it probably on Amazon or Audible. There's all kinds of places.
Okay.
It's a pretty well known.
Right.
Yeah. So I recommend any man reading that
Okay.
or woman, first. But
Hey, I do a lot of walking around with AirPods in,
that is a
looking
good
at stuff.
one.
I'll
That
be
is a very good one.
okay.
It's called The Untethered Soul, and it's about spirituality and not religion.
Okay. I'll be sure and check that out.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
They, so you do. I think yeah. So the trip will consist of like the Black Sand Beach,
Mm-hmm.
waterfalls,
Mm-hmm.
several other locations that.
Get some boots for the glacier or something like that.
Oh yeah. There's even a thing where they're going to give everybody snowshoes, and we're going to get to climb on top of an ice glacier.
Really?
It's going to be really it's going to be like an adventure.
Okay.
So I think it'll be a good deal for you.
Okay.
Now you know my big ass and ice don't get along.
I do need somebody to look after the mountain walls.
I'll
That is
be
a very important job.
I will be like a circus clown out there sliding on the ice.
Like I said, I need somebody to look after the mountain walls.
Oh, okay, I see how I stand.
That's a very important thing for
Yeah.
us.
I can
So is
see.
spirituality.
The only downside to
I
it,
can-
I think he said, it has to be. I don't know when they expect payment. for the
Yeah,
actual
but
trip
we'll
itself.
see. I'll have no more information
Right.
coming soon. But
I can see Daniel.
even if it's not him per se, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, Miss Joy's gonna
Doing
they're
it
gonna
ourselves.
Miss Joy's gonna go over there in his trailer.
But
I can see
I'll be
Daniel
rolling
over there
the
slipping
field,
and falling.
flying.
Miss
Oh,
Joy's gonna ride over there.
yeah.
Miss Joy's gonna ride over there in
I
the
don't
back of
think
her
you heard
trailer.
about the trailer.
And she's gonna ride around the back of the trailer.
No, huh?
Okay, so- Miss Joy made me fold over one day.
Uh-oh.
We were talking.
She had a
about,
blonde moment.
Yeah, she wasn't really thinking about like logistics, and she was like, she was asking me about the trip, and she was like, "So,
Yeah,
you heard it?"
I remember
Okay,
this. This is
alright.
where Miss Joy's wondering, how does he travel right
Yeah,
now? Trailer?
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That was a
Okay.
couple episodes
That's why I
back.
said she'd be right back there riding around the
Yeah.
back of the trailer.
Yeah.
But no, I can see Daniel over there in the ice, like one missed foot. And then
Fiery nuts on ice.
and then you hear it, you like cue the Benny Hill music.
It'd be like no, it'd be like Ice Age, and I'll be like the damn squirrel
But no, yeah, oh god,
chasing his nuts.
that would be him.
Yes, it would.
Yeah. Scrat.
Scrat.
Yeah,
That's exactly right.
there goes his nuts again.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh my god.
I don't even do that. Not even
we're
thinking
gonna
about it.
bar you from putting your phone there.
I like it because I know when it goes off.
I
But
bet you do. Anyway, yeah. So there's like the ice glacier to climb on top of it. There's the waterfalls. I believe maybe that abandoned Viking set.
Okay.
So there was a movie going to be filmed there,
Right.
and the movie that people pulled out, and they just left it. So it's an actual village that's just
Oh.
sitting there since like early 2000.
Okay.
Nobody's ever lived there or anything like that. But
Huh.
it's still pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll believe you that you're going when you finally send us a photo of your actual passport that you
Yeah.
get, Daniel.
I have a passport.
He has
Oh, you have a
It's
passport?
I've been to
Dustin
Canada.
needs- Dustin's the one that needs a passport.
I feel like this would be more likely.
Actually, mine might be expired though.
No passport.
I would.
But I do have
you
one.
need to go to Union County for that one.
But once you
Okay.
once you've had a passport, even if it expires, it's easy.
Yeah.
I just renew.
It's pretty. Ours got us within like 4 weeks. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a good trip.
What kind of clothes did y'all pack?
I honestly, what I would do is I put everything in a bag, one bag.
You're only allowed to wear your beard over there.
Sweatshirts.
I can do
When
that.
we went to Norway though.
Yeah, it's gonna be
so
August.
We didn't even weird.
Okay.
It's gonna be August. Oh, another thing in Iceland, there's no snakes, no mosquitoes.
I'm down with the no mosquitoes.
No snakes, no mosquitoes in Iceland.
Hmm.
And then I think in August the high is like 70 something.
Wow. Yeah, I can get on with that.
Yeah, so it's a good. It'll be a good
Where
trip.
I can get on with that.
it's probably cold.
Yeah, the glacier will probably be cold.
Yeah.
You probably need
But-
like a good sweatsuit set and some shorts.
I mean, if they're gonna give us ice boots,
Yeah.
but that's
Hell,
probably
I'd probably do it in shorts.
yeah. I've done plumbing in shorts.
So
Mm.
you get at least what we have learned, at least one.
You get one
check-in.
carry on. Yeah.
Yeah, you get your carry on and a personal item, but that personal item can still be like what we had. We had your like the smallest size suitcase,
Yeah.
Right.
and then you also we had our backpacks.
Yeah.
That was like a luggage,
You do get
Kind of
that.
style.
So you'd be able to
Okay.
have like a rolling
and
suitcase.
you can have a one check-in bag.
Yeah. So you could do like a regular size rolling, and then put it above you in the airplane,
Mm-hmm.
and then one bag that will fit up under the seat.
Okay.
Yeah. You
But
can
if
do
you
that.
get there in there before everybody else, so both of them up there.
Yep.
Is that per person?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I mean,
Me
I
and
can
Joy-
pack all my stuff in a rolling suitcase.
Me
I've
and
got
Joy-
that.
Me and Joy.
'Cause I had everything in the air
Yep.
saver.
We had two
So I
backpacks.
compressed everything.
We had
Yeah.
two my backpack, her backpack, and the rolling suitcase.
No, I didn't
Okay.
have shit when I was. It all fit back into my little Honda Civic, and she was still able to sit back there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then we had everything we needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't see fucking shit at this thing.
But that sounds like an excellent trip, and I mean,
Yeah.
I would definitely be on board to do that. So I've got to go.
You deserve it, too. So.
Yeah, I've got to go get my passport.
Yep. Go get your passport.
Start putting me a little bit of money back here
That's
and there.
what we got to do that.
It was like 130.
huh?
I think it was like 130 for the passport,
Yeah, it's 130 for the passport.
and you don't need a card.
No, you got to take cash down there.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about
Oh.
the actual. There's a what is it called? Is it called a passport card? There's a card in the regular passport book.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just get the book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just need the book. The actual card is meant for people that go on like cruises.
Yeah.
And stuff like
Okay.
that. But if you actually have your passport book,
Yep.
you can do all of those things. That card just limits you only to cruises, and you can't actually do international travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't do like Jeff, and download his passport book and get rid of the passport book.
Yeah.
Oh, so tell me something.
Mm.
That means I'm probably going to have my ID changed too. Do y'all
Your
have?
address?
No. Do y'all have the star on
Yes.
your?
I do not.
He
You
doesn't,
don't?
I do.
You do?
I
You're
do
supposed to
not.
have a real ID to get one of those. They
I
say.
didn't.
Okay.
They changed that too when the COVID and all that.
Okay. That's what I was wondering about because mine says still on it, not for federal something or other.
No, that's just me and you couldn't get into like a federal building.
Okay.
Like I really care about.
Yeah, I'm not going over there to go to court.
No.
Cause they do like a background check, I think, in order to get that star.
No. It's just you take all your documents. to
Yeah.
DMV.
Supposed to have your birth certificate and all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now they couldn't deny me because I had the passport.
This is
But-
true. Yeah.
But I didn't have to have it. I
Okay.
don't have it on my to get the passport.
Right. Right.
You just got to go up there and hand them your. I think it was your ID and your birth certificate.
Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to
Yeah.
bring our,
You got to have your
if
birth
we were like
certificate.
divorced, divorce paperwork,
Right.
but
They didn't.
she didn't seem to care
Okay.
about any of that information.
No,
so-
we just had our ID and our birth certificate.
Okay.
Has to be a certified copy.
Well, I'll have to work that up then.
Which
'Cause-
is it's still in the same building.
Yeah.
You just go to the magistrate.
Hell, your health insurance card counts as one of the 2 documents. They say.
Yeah. I'd still get your birth certificate.
Yeah. Mine's packed up somewhere.
You were born in Union County, right?
Yes.
You can go right there. It's like what, $5?
I hope so.
It's like $5.
I know the one when I had to
go.
go all the way to
And then they
Lexington.
got kiosks.
When I had to go all
Yeah.
to Davidson
You
County.
just go to the kiosk there in Union County,
Mm-hmm.
and you put in your stuff, and then you tell her, and then she prints it off, stamps it. Then you walk down the hall, same room. Just go same hall, just a few
Yeah,
rooms
because
down.
literally we're like, if we would have known
Yeah.
if the passport place was literally
It's literally
in the same building, I'm like,
Huh.
I would have just brought the money in.
Hell, I
The rest
work
of
for
our
them, so I
money.
know I got some type of contact in that office.
Yeah, just go down
Yeah.
there.
I know when I went to
Here's my
Davis,
badge.
when I went to Davidson County and got my birth certificate from Lexington, that shit was like $55 or $60
Wasn't that much
for
me.
a same day. For a same
Okay.
day.
No, it was $5. I got it the same day.
Cause I was like, how much would it be if I get it from if I have to wait? She was like, well, it's gonna come from Raleigh, baby. And she said it'd be about $5.
No,
Oh,
we
no.
She
didn't
said,
have to
but
do
you might
that.
get it about 21 days.
As long as you
I'm
get
like,
it
oh, no.
stamped by the magistrate,
Yeah.
it becomes a certified copy.
Okay.
That's also the same lady when you walked up there. The post office and everything is all in one little building about the size of this room.
Yep.
Oh Lord, that sounds about like going to baggage claim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Or
one thing
lost
that we
luggage.
avoided.
I mean, that's the one where we walked in there a couple of years ago, and the lady's sitting there smoking a cigarette out front before we walked up into the city hall. I was like,
Mm.
Yeah, well, no, that's pretty much.
I'm from the
Okay.
boonies. He thought Union County was the boonies.
Yeah.
It was,
So-
was pretty seamless and easy.
The week before my beach trip, I spent from Monday
Mm-hmm.
until Friday morning, wasn't morning. It was Friday about 2:00 when I got to leave.
Mm.
I spent that in Asheville. And you were talking about the mountains being destroyed earlier. I saw just a little bit of what went on up there. We were working in hand with a company called MSD. It's Metropolitan Sewer District. They cover about a county and a half up there in Asheville. And they've got a very nice facility. Got to meet a good group of guys and women up there. Their hospitality is out of this world. Like if that's what those folks in Norway treated y'all like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. These people give me the shirt off of their back, literally. But just seeing the destruction that happened up there
Yeah.
is, so you can paint yourself into a nightmare in trying to envision what happened in Asheville, but you get up there and it's not what you think it is. Like every road you go down has trees falling on it, and you can see where DOT, they've come in and they've made their necessary cuts,
Yeah.
and they've took their machines and they pushed it out of the way. But you also go into neighborhoods to where the people you talk to, some of them are still oblivious. Like they were from me to a little bit past Joy, so I'm gonna say 12 feet. Me and Joy's about 6 foot apart. They were about 12 feet from total destruction, and they're oblivious because they're still in shock. They sent us out to one job to where there were two 54-inch pipes under the ground to where the normal water flow would come down and those two pipes would handle it. Well, under the road, you've got storm sewer. On the other end of those pipes, you've got power, you've got gas, and you also got an 8-inch sewer main. Well, when it washed out one of the pipes and stood the end of it up because it's rusted off, it hit the sewer main. It didn't bust it, but it started leaking, and you can see where it's leaching in the creek. And they're like, yeah, can you fix this? And we've got a Mini X like Scott had, and we've got a skid steer like you've got at the shop. And we're like, that's 108 inches worth of pipe laying in the ground, and I've got a 40 horsepower Mini X. What do you want me to do with it? They're still in shock. They need people on the ground up there to go out and assess all their problems and then report back and say, okay, boss, we need people who are good at putting sewer laterals back together. All right, we've got that. We've got a crew that has, like I said, an excavator and a skid steer. Well, you can't move what we need to move. Okay, let's find it. That's what they're needing. They're needing these people to say, let's find it.
So that whole kind of we can do things on our own kind of thing is kind of hindering them too, in a way, from what it sounds like to me.
Yes.
That they, may need some help.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just as hard hit. I mean, I'm from that area. My family's from that area.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't lived there, but my family is from that area. So
Right.
The hard headedness is there, but in this scenario, you got to practice a little bit of I need some help.
Oh yeah. So where we come up on those two pipes, there were 4 houses behind those that literally had no road access anymore because that was their driveway in. You crossed the creek, and you had these 4 little houses in there. Homeboy just strolls out of his house, throws his trash away in the dumpster, and rolls it out to the street. Like, it's normal trash day. They'll come get it. I spoke, threw my hand up. He throws his hand up in his house coat with his coffee and goes right back in the house. I looked at the guy that's like...
You think these are implant, like people that moved from somewhere else?
Mm-mm.
No, I've heard a lot of the same stories.
Mm-mm. These are native people there. I mean, they're settled, and they're in, this ain't Section 8 housing. This looks like retirement communities, but it's people our age.
No, I was just saying, like, people that are actually from the mountains.
Well, they've seen a lot. They saw this before during Hugo. It was almost as bad.
Yeah.
Just on a different part of the mountains, not down there in Nashville. It was
It
more of the high
be
country.
delusional.
But
Yeah.
that would be a good word to put, delusional.
Yeah.
This guy threw his hand up like I was any other guy. He
Some of them
spoke,
just happy to be alive, I guess.
and I asked the guy that was with us, I'm like, has anybody been out to check on these folks? We don't know. I'm like, are we going to go check on them? And he just focused on the work. So we went and got back in the truck, and we were told we had to leave. Like, they told us going in, their words were, there can be no freelancing. So what needs to happen up there is freelancing. They need a group of people to go in and go street to street, community to community, and they need chainsaws. They need trucks with chains. They need just groups of men and women who will go and what do you need? And talk to these folks. So case in point, we went down the street. We've got my truck, which had equipment and fuel on it. The next truck behind me was equipment, pulling the trailer with the skid steer and excavator on it. And then we had a dump truck. So we get there, and we're working on this sewer lateral. And for those, I'm not going to get technical on it, but your sewer lateral is what the poop flows through. You can't flush your toilet without your sewer lateral. And there's a 17-foot cast iron pipe laying in the creek. It's broke off in one side of the bank, and we can't find it in the other side of the bank. There's that much water come down through there, but it didn't move the pipe like 8 feet down the creek.
Yeah, I
But-
saw a lot of pictures from that what was it, Chimney Rock?
Mm-hmm.
The whole road washed out in the pipes, just like hanging off in the creek.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll get to that right here in just a minute. But this sewer lateral, it didn't wash it but like 8 feet down the creek. And it took 4 men to go get it
Yeah.
and reset it. But even after that, you can see toilet paper on this side of the bank to where you can tell what it is.
Yeah.
But these people are not trapped in their house, but they can't do anything inside their house. They have no power. They have no running water. Their sewer don't work. And we're putting all this stuff back together. And when we get it done, this guy comes out there and he looks at us. He's like, "You mean I can flush my toilet now?" And I mean, you can tell they're just distraught. And the second ones that come by, she lived up the street on the same street we were working, and she saw equipment, she saw work trucks, and she saw yellow vests.
Yeah.
Because they had us all in safety equipment up there.
Yeah.
Case in point, I guess. But she comes up and she's like, "Guys, do y'all know when I'm going to have power on?" And we turn around. She didn't really read the side of our trucks because all of them say Union County Water. And we're like, "Ma'am, we're water and sewer. We don't know anything about the power."
Yeah.
And the light and the feelings that took out of that woman, you could just tell it sucked every bit of the happy out of her. Her voice started breaking up. And I mean, all of them up there, they're still in shock.
Yeah.
But
It kind of segues me to the modern Viking lifestyle shop. He's gonna match everything that's made through October.
really,
Yep.
You saw Bojangles is even doing their part.
Yeah. So David is matching, like when people buy stuff and all that, he's matching it
that's cool, dude.
through October.
Yeah.
So I put something on my Facebook about it, but I urge people to, if you think you might need something, go ahead and use that link in there.
Yeah.
And buy it. That way, it goes to helping people up there that are
Right.
they're in dire straits,
Oh yeah.
and there's a lot of people wanting to help.
Mm-hmm.
It's just putting everybody together.
Yeah. And the amount of commerce that's still going on in amongst all this chaos
Yeah.
is unreal.
Yeah.
You've still got people just out on the highway for no reason.
Yeah.
We all know who they are down here in Charlotte.
Mhm.
You see them with the stupid looking cars, and I'm just putting it out there for a minute.
Oh,
You've got cars out there with 26 and 28-inch rims with
They're
the
just
original brakes on the car that ain't gonna stop this car in the
No.
need of emergency. We know what we're talking about, but these people are still out in the way, driving 45 and 50 mile an hour down 26 and New Stock Road. And like one day that week, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, I did nothing but haul rock all day. I hauled 75 tons worth of material because of the length of the trip I was having to make. And let's see, you've seen the tunnels that are under Margaret Wallace up here,
Yeah.
going from one part of the Greenway to the other.
Yeah.
They're concrete
Yeah.
box. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So they had a set of those up there right behind MSD. There was so much water come down through there, it washed concrete out.
Wow.
So we took Class 7 riprap and dumped down in there. And he put the concrete back, packed it in, and got it inspected, all well and fine. The tunnels didn't actually wash away, but leading up to the tunnels, they put it back with all crushed concrete. And I mean, just to see that much material
Yeah.
rolling down the highway, and then when you put it in there on the bank, it just disappears.
Yeah. I got dropped in the bush.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket. But
That's
the-
one town you're working in. That's
Oh,
the
yeah, that's just one
the whole
town.
region.
Yeah, but we were up near Biltmore State,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't actually get the Biltmore house.
That's
It got the
Yeah.
whole entrance down here
Yeah.
in the village, didn't it?
Yeah, it got the entrance to the village. It got a couple of outbuildings.
I'm glad the house, like, everybody says, "Whoa," but I mean that is part of North Carolina history.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
You
so
don't want
in
that destroyed.
our area, it's Charlotte pipe, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, Charlotte pipe and plastics.
Yeah.
Up there is Ipex. It's a big competitor to Charlotte pipe, just in a different area.
Yeah.
But there was a plant where you could see where French Broad, when it got out of its banks, it got to that plant, it lifted every bit of the pipe and washed it away.
God. So somebody got a bunch of pipes.
So you think of a beaver dam,
Uh-huh.
imagine that in PVC pipe. I mean, just stuffed everywhere you could stick it. I saw trucks turned over. I saw 18-wheelers wrapped around trees from where they'd floated away. Cars on top of cars. The Republic dumpster service,
Yeah.
they've got a big plant up there. It looks like blue Legos
Wow.
everywhere. The French Broad River is amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing. We were standing up there one evening after working all day, and it actually looked like the river was flowing backwards. There's a hydroelectric dam right behind MSD, and you can see where the water goes and falls off. The dam doesn't work anymore, but where the water fell off, you could actually see the water flowing backwards. It was the wind on top of the water causing that effect.
Yeah.
But I mean, just standing down there, we got everybody back, got us something to eat. Not 10 minutes after we leave that location, get back to where we were sleeping, Black Hawk helicopter flew in, and they're slow rolling over to French Broad. Don't know what happened. We've got no way of knowing what happened. But it flew up to the bend in the river, spun around, slow rolled again. It did this for 15 minutes. I got a little bit of video on my phone. But they seen what they needed to see, and
Probably a
like
government official.
their fourth trip up the river after it turned around, they just lifted off and flew off.
Yeah.
But the big Chinook helicopters, the double props,
Yeah, we saw those come
Yeah.
in.
all over the place up there.
Well, see, I've been watching videos on YouTube of people with all these private helicopters that are flying supplies in
Mm-hmm.
to people like the house you're talking about where they're basically isolated now.
Yep.
And they're taking people away if they want to leave, but
Oh,
bringing
yeah.
them back to places like Charlotte and stuff. Like, hey, we're giving you a way out of here if you want to leave
Right.
this behind, but for now.
Yeah, man, that's our story.
And the hospitality up there, like I was talking about, the restaurants have even gotten in on it. They had like a yellow vest discount
Huh.
for all the municipality workers, anybody from the power company, anybody from the water company. You come in, you got like 15% off your meal at Arby's. You don't see that happen around here.
No. They charge you double, right?
Yeah, I know. But
Like, oh, you got a job? We'll charge you more.
yeah, it's a totally different world up there right now. But they really need people that not bringing supplies, not bringing just your everyday stuff. They need people to go up there door to door, and your regular Joe community that's got 14 trees on his property in his backyard that's fell over, just to get him back to his sense of normalcy.
Yeah.
And they need firewood to stay warm.
Oh yeah, there's plenty
I've
of it up there.
I've been trying to talk to our city officials about just donating that firewood. They're trying to sell it this year.
Yeah,
Well, they
there's
got plenty of
there's-
firewood, I think.
I mean, it is
Not split.
amazing to see up there the amount of trees. I mean, that was one of the last job. So I was working with a young man, and he's a crew leader over what we was a right-of-way clearing crew.
Yeah.
And we went and found our entrance, got in so far, you could see where they chainsawed in, and we got to where a drop-off, I mean, there wasn't a piece of equipment that we had. We could have put it down the hill, but we wouldn't have got it out. There's no way. I mean, you're talking 85, 80 degree
Oh, no.
drop off.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of these professional excavator operators drop the bucket, slide down the hill. He slid down the hill for a reason. He wasn't planning on going back up. That was our entrance. So we took and rode around to the other side, found the gate to where we could get in. And I'm looking around, I'm like, hey, Jordan, I mean, yeah, we can cut this, we can cut that. And we stepped up on top of a manhole and started looking. The tree that I thought we could cut, I could have cut it. That was a branch
Oh.
off of the main trunk
Oh.
that was big as a 4-seater Kubota or a 4-seater side by side the cab area of it.
Goodness gracious.
I'm talking just massive laid over. There's stuff up there that's twisted off. You remember the whole horror stories that we heard back in Hugo? It was putting broom straw in telephone poles and
Yeah.
putting broom straw in people's front doors. I could believe that.
Yeah. I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to ride through.
Yeah, a friend of mine told me a real heartbreaking story about up there too, about them trying to rescue a man.
Yeah.
He was buried up to his neck in mud.
I saw that.
Yeah, he was buried up to his neck in mud, and some linemen found him,
Mm-hmm.
and they were going to try to rescue him. He said, "Leave me here to die, please."
Yeah.
And they said, "Why?" They said, "My wife and kids died." And they were like, "No, there's been a lot of people that, we found this and that," and he was like, "No, they're dead." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "They were buried underneath me in all the rubble during this, and they stopped scratching 3 days ago."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean,
Yeah, he said they stopped scratching my leg 3 days ago.
we've got a lot to be thankful down here that people take for granted every day. But,
I know some of my people at work, they were sitting here complaining about the weather just getting cold, and I'm like, y'all play about like, did y'all already forget that there's still people
Yeah.
that are
Well,
like, they don't have power.
If it's 35 here, it's 25 there.
Yeah.
So
They don't
And-
have anything over there. They're having to deal with this cold weather.
those
right
people
now.
are being told that they're not going to have power. Some of them for like the bare minimum 3 months.
Yeah. then
I heard
there's
some of them are
for
going to be
years.
several years, they
Yeah,
said.
I've
40?
heard a couple stories where 3 years.
Yes, 40 and 26 where they washed out. I've heard it's going to be years.
Probably
40,
is for some of
They
those
for
people.
NCDOT did release the official statement of what I read for 40.
Mm-hmm.
They said estimated reopening is 2028 to 2032.
Mm.
It's terrible.
That's terrible.
I haven't confirmed it. Was only hearsay, but the tunnels going into the mountain up there on 40,
Yeah.
they said it's just 2 openings
Oh gosh.
in the side of the mountain. The road in it
Yeah, it's
is gone.
Wow. We went through those. Remember? When we went to up there,
And I know y'all live
Hot Springs.
over here,
Yes.
further east, but over there where I'm living on the west, we're on the 85.
Mm-hmm.
What used to be a normal running interstate at night is now bumper to bumper every night with tractor trailers because they can't go straight through now.
Yeah.
They have to either, because they can't go through 321, so they have to go all the way down to Georgia and around, or they have to come all the way up and go up 77.
Mm-hmm.
I had to throw a little bit of conspiracy in this.
Mm.
Oh, I'm right there with you.
Some of this, I believe, is well sought and planned.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the lithium that could be mined from
It
that
starts in
area.
Gaston County, just all the way up.
Yep.
I'll be honest with y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see like a mass with them making people leave.
I could see that.
You know,
And
be like more like that gun Red Dome.
yeah, the Chimney Rock part of it that Daniel was talking about earlier, Chimney Rock's gone.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been, to my knowledge, and again, it's hearsay, so I'm not going to say it's set in stone, but I've heard they federalized the land.
They did not.
They
that
did.
was debunked.
Okay, that
There was, I
was
watched a
debunked.
YouTube guy. So I watched
There was debunked.
Yeah, I watched a YouTube guy that you have to hike in the Chimney Rock, the actual downtown, but the main downtown is all still there, like the very main like town
Well,
square.
it's there, but they're talking about it federalized.
Yeah, but they didn't federalize, but the buildings are still there, and they're already rebuilding. They've already cleared streets.
Federalizing doesn't mean they're going to take the buildings away. They
Yeah.
just they took over the land.
Yeah,
They
so
didn't do that either, though.
from what I was told, Chimney Rock was supposed to be gone. So if it's not, that's great.
There's a
news.
main part of it that's gone with like that very main drag.
Yeah.
Like if you were to roll through like downtown Matthews, like that strip,
Oh.
like where the Hive is, it's still there.
Yeah.
One of my
So-
friends says that the buildings have silt up to like mid building.
Yes, so that's what I watched.
Yeah,
I
Chimney
watched a
Rock.
video update the other day, and they've cleaned most of it out already. They're there, and there with skid steers and Kubotas,
But they have.
and they've got a pile. They've got a pile as tall as this building here.
They
just
really
stacked up.
need that then, because there was a lot of history up there.
Mhm.
So I tell you this, yeah, they did debunk the
federalization,
Yeah.
I guess you
There-
call
that
it.
isn't. That was just a bunch of hearsay.
Okay,
Because I
that's
follow
good.
this guy on YouTube, and
Uh,
he said I'm hiking in this because I want to get
Okay.
answers.
according to government websites.
Right.
Right. I mean, I understand that there may be a guy hiking or whatever it may be, but there it is illegal for them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Owned by the state of North Carolina,
Right.
and the state of North Carolina is not relinquishing. That is the statement from the North Carolina state. They're not relinquishing their land to
Right.
federal government.
And that was at first why I thought it might have been federalized, to where that wouldn't allow anyone else to come in and buy that land. Like Chimney
Yeah.
Rock would then be owned by Singapore.
Yeah, but that's the
Or
thing too. is that-
Australia.
yeah. I think North Carolina's going to hold on to it because of the mining
Yes.
aspects of it. There's a lot of hit. You know what's really funny though, and this goes out beyond conspiracy or whatever, but a few days before all this happened, the natives won an injunction to have a lot of their mountain, the name changed back to what it was.
Yes, I did hear about the name change.
So it's funny how they got out ahead of where did they get this information?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like where my grandma always talked about is we get information before it happens.
Right.
Everybody does. It's just some people can hear it, some people can't.
Right.
So
That divine intervention, I guess you'd say.
yeah, it's some kind of
Forethought.
Yep. I couldn't even. I don't even know how to explain it.
Right.
But I know that there's times that I've had that same thing happen where I can say, yeah, da 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 da, and then X Y Z happens right after that. So,
Right. Right.
but there's a lot that's going to I'm interested to see what all.
Yeah. The next couple of years unfolding will be. It's going to be a spectacle in the western part of North Carolina.
Now, I do have some friends that live up in the high country, what you would call the high country of North Carolina, the higher altitude. So everything past Asheville, getting up towards like Boone, Florida, most of that is okay.
Right.
There's trees everywhere, but most of it is okay. So the bigger attractions like Grandfather Mountain, all these places, they're going to be closed for a while,
Yeah.
but they're okay. They're going to be back here soon, probably next season.
Right. Oh, now that's another thing too. I just thought about. There's some places up there. You know how you drive by, like going down Independence out here. The old part of Independence where they put the raised bridges in,
Yeah.
and what's the aluminum trailer place out there on the left? Big Tex Trailers.
Yeah.
Okay, there and across the street. You know how kind of the businesses are down from the interstate.
Yeah.
So up there on 26, you've got a section of that where the businesses are lower than the interstate.
Yeah.
All of that went underwater.
Ooh.
There was an O'Reilly. The windows were busted out of the front. They spray painted across what windows were left.
I saw that on the
Yeah.
on the news.
We only have XYZ.
Yeah.
This is what we have left. Everything else is destroyed. It's
Yeah.
what they were pretty much spray painted across the front of this building.
I also saw where it says anybody stealing will be shot on that same O'Reilly's.
Yes, so right next door to that, I don't know if it's a warehouse for O'Reilly, but it looked like an old double door barn in bright red paint on this old brown barn. It said looters will be shot.
Yeah.
And people ain't playing.
No. There's gonna be some. It'll. Yeah.
But I will tell you this: the Army,
Yeah.
they were out in full force up there,
Oh yeah.
and it's not what you think.
Mhm.
There were more Army dump trucks
Yep.
in that quarry than there were personal vehicles.
Yeah.
They're up there serving the community.
Yeah.
They're getting loads of rock.
They got scared when that the North Carolina militia was in.
Mm-hmm.
It was authorized the other night.
Mhm.
The military got scared because when that that militia gets activated, they said, all right, y'all ain't gonna do it, we are.
Yep.
And so they did actually legally activate,
I heard that.
and it's been the first time since before the
Civil War.
well, actually revolutionary.
But
Yeah.
these Army vehicles
Yeah,
with men and women in
Yes.
uniform,
that's cool.
they were hauling rock,
That's good.
and they were out putting rock out, delivering it to sites. I mean, you'd see a convoy of dump trucks going up the highway,
Yeah.
and it was all just rock being hauled.
We saw them all going down 85 when we were mowing up to the mountains. All the military was just
me and Miss
flying.
Joy saw several of the double blades.
They were taking pieces of equipment up there that I've never seen that big before.
Yeah.
I mean, ever. I mean, I've seen some
Where
real
all
big
these earth
equipment.
movers at? We need them guys.
I've seen some equipment.
Yeah,
I saw some equipment. I'm like, what the
Tonka
hell is
trucks.
that?
Oh yeah, they up there
They are.
They up there and they
As long
moving
as they
stuff.
are,
in full force.
that's what we need.
They're
Yeah.
literally cutting new roads. I've seen one. That same week
I
you
would
were
see
there,
that. Yeah, I could see that. There's gonna be completely new roads.
Oh, yeah.
well, the old one washed out, so that's going to be basically
Well,
recarving
you know
them.
how some people are kind of they're
Yeah.
overzealous about trying to make things back the way it was.
Yes.
So you have to watch out for that. So
And there's some places you just can't do that.
I told my dad, I
there
said,
isn't there anything there.
I told my dad, I said, Chevrolet's logo now is perfect. Find new roads.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
no, but that same week you were there was the exact same week my brother-in-law was there doing tree work. So
Okay.
he's a Charlotte fireman, but he works part-time for a guy who does tree work in the area, down here in the area.
Right.
And they were up there all week just clearing trees for people.
The rough,
Yeah.
roughest thing on me, like the work wasn't that bad. Like we busted ass all week long, 12-hour days.
Mhm.
And to get up there and have to sleep on a damn cot.
Yeah.
Oh, that killed this fat boy. I couldn't get comfortable.
I would have slept in the truck.
I had a pad that I laid on and
Oh,
another sleeping bag, and I slept in the sleeping bag.
good idea. I can't work in these kind of conditions.
No, I probably
Yeah.
would have slept better in the seat of the cab, the seat of the truck.
I almost did that, Daniel. I
But
told
then
my
I'd be
buddy.
scared somebody be coming up in the middle of the night.
No, they wouldn't. They wasn't nobody up there messing with us.
Oh yeah, nice
the-
cool evening. I just cracked that window.
The wildest thing up there was the animal life, the wildlife.
Oh yeah, they're going berserk
No,
probably.
let me tell you, there've been several occasions where some people I know, they're like, the bears are out, put the kids up and stuff like that.
Yep.
And they're like, what, they're going to attack us? Like, no, we don't need the kids to see you.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? And they're like,
What they're
is it?"
eating.
They're eating the dead. The bears are eating the dead people.
That was a big fear of mine the whole time I was up there because we were clearing trees. We were like we've got one section that we went in and totally rebuilt this section of sewer right away because the French Broad, once it got out of its banks, it washed out a section. It was kind of weird looking because it's like, this looks like it's been done before, but it was as wide as a skid steer bucket. There were places in the trail that were 4.5 feet underwater. There was 3 feet of earth before you got to the face of the water, and that was 4.5 feet deep. So a 7.5 foot hole in the ground to where the river washed out and just pushed the rock and the trail up into a pile
Wow.
and left it. It looked like somebody went in there and dug it out with a machine, but you could tell from the debris and everything that came out of the river.
Yeah.
Like you're riding down the trail, we had a Can-Am side by side that we were riding in to haul equipment, chainsaws, mess like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you rode by roof trusses. You rode by people's porches. There was a house on the side of the French Broad up there that when the water went up, it just picked the house up and separated it.
Ooh,
And when the water receded, it set it back down, but it's 60 foot long
wow.
and it was 40 foot long. It just picked it up, stretched it, and set it right back down, destroyed it.
Yeah.
There was a Boy Scout hut down the river. It caught fire during the storm, burnt down.
Sheesh.
I got pictures of, like I said, people's front porches or back porch, whatever it was. This thing's washed upside down and it's in the trees.
Bad as me and Chase having to pull out trees from the picnic tables out of trees.
Yeah, yeah. You remember you and I picked up that motorcycle?
Yep.
I could see where a motorcycle would get swept away. But I had a fear the whole time up there working those sewer right of ways right beside the French Broad that we were going to cut a tree and there was going to be somebody laying there.
Yeah.
I heard several people who found people like that.
Yeah. You go to pick up a scoop of dirt to rebuild that trail
Yeah.
and there's a body laying under it.
Yeah.
I just had a fear of that.
At least it didn't happen.
But there wasn't, that's what I was talking about, that nightmare that you could paint into your head.
yeah.
It wasn't that.
Well,
Yeah.
fortunately, before you got there, there'd been a couple of weeks of recovery already. People were purposely
Well, that-
going and looking for that.
Yeah.
So
the bear
just that.
Yeah.
helping you out a little bit.
But there were bear sightings, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes from where we were staying. Mama and cubs. There were deer all over the place.
Yeah.
There were two. I
Well,
don't know if it was a
probably
male.
calmed down a little bit because originally, like Daniel was saying, like right after the storm and stuff, most all the deers and everybody, all of them had left, and it was just the bears.
Oh yeah.
So the bears are going after whatever's there.
Oh, even the
So,
bears are moving because they've been spotting several out in Gaston County towards Dallas and all that.
Yeah.
They've been doing that for years.
Yeah, but like the last couple of weeks, they've been seeing the
Yeah.
influx of them
But it's
all
odd.
through Lincoln County. And
Bears up there are like rabbits down here.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, they see them and they're like, whatever.
yeah,
we used to see them at our cabin all the time.
like
We had one up there.
northern Norway. They see polar bears
Mm-hmm.
like yesterday. I'm
Yeah. Like deer are a normal deer are like birds to them.
Yeah.
They just walk through and we see a deer, whatever. Hey, there's a bear. It's a rabbit.
Yeah.
To us.
When we had a mountain house, we saw bears almost nightly.
I tell y'all
Mhm.
one thing that spooks me is that a day or two before that storm, I was riding my bike to work, and I got to the entrance of where my work is, and I stopped because something moved in
Mhm.
front of me, and I'm not kidding you. There was the biggest buck that I had ever seen, and me and him were staring at each other, and he had this look like, you need to really be thinking, like, because he wasn't in no hurry.
Right.
He was just staring at me, and I was staring at him, and I knew it was one of those moments where I'm like, I'm missing the message here.
Yes.
Was it bigger than that buck we saw hanging on that fence that one time?
Way much bigger.
That was a big sucker.
His head rack was at least that big.
So
So
what
Dustin about to set up a tree stand.
So what you saying is you walked up in his bedroom.
I guess.
Yeah. You have that same feeling if a man
Yeah.
walked up in you and Miss Joy's bedroom at nighttime. He's staring you in the eyes like,
it
my
wasn't-
friend.
That's the thing, though. It was a peaceful look.
Okay.
It was a
So,
me and him looked at each other, and there was a message there that I don't know. But then there was a couple of days later that storm.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's one of my like my grandma or whatever,
Okay.
where that it was staring me right in the face, and I could see the like breath, like coming out of his nostril, and he just literally he stared at me. I stared at him, and then he turned his head and walked up towards Ted's.
Really?
Yeah. And I was
Wow.
like, I'm just sitting there like, because it was bad enough that some of the people coming in to work,
Mm-hmm.
they were stopping. They're like, "You all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just need a second."
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
It was
That's
weird.
cool.
It was pretty. I mean, he looked like I want to go. Hey, Ma, look, it's a moose.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing. He was huge,
Mhm.
man. I have never seen one that big around here.
There's some big ones up there.
Sheesh.
There is some big ones up there.
But yeah, I don't know. I hope everybody up there finds some kind of solace. And all
It's
that.
gonna take time, but they
Not
will.
residual.
They
Not
will
resi-
rebuild.
Not residual. Resilient.
Resilient. Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yeah. Well, Dan, Dustin, we appreciate y'all going up there when some of us aren't allowed.
Well, yeah.
I've begged and begged and begged.
There's a few of us that had said some stuff, but we were told no.
Well, believe me when I tell you, it's not the companies.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
big.
know it.
No, I'm going
Yeah.
somewhere bigger than that. There's a reason that you haven't went up.
I'm sure. Yeah.
There's a reason, Daniel, you haven't been up there.
Yeah.
There's somewhere somebody's saying no,
Yep.
not you.
Yep.
No.
No, I
David.
told my boss man. I said I'm taking
No,
my
no,
personal
no.
time.
No.
And he's like, no, you're not.
He's
Mm.
you're thinking
Yeah.
too shallow.
I'm going spiritual.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason that you aren't able to go up there.
Yep.
There's a reason that David hasn't been called
Yep.
to go up there. I didn't see anything, and I wasn't meant to see anything.
Yep.
I helped the people that I helped up there because I was supposed to.
Yep.
Um,
I believe in that.
it's a little bit selfish of me to say, but I volunteered first
Yeah.
because there's a whole lot of people behind me that want to go.
Yeah.
It will be a while before I'm called to go again,
Yeah.
but in everything, I think it'll get worse before it gets better. There is a whole lot of destruction up there that they haven't even seen yet.
Yeah. Because they can't get to it.
They can't get to it.
That's wild.
Yeah. Highlighted the trip though where we were staying. We were staying in a training facility.
Yeah.
It was more office space and conference rooms.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bald eagle nest on the drive up.
That's cool.
It was cool. There was a male and female up there.
Oh, man.
And there, couldn't see the nest, but you could see them both go back to the same tree.
Oh, man.
And then they had a camera set out beside the building that was pointed on an old one, but they were known to be on that side of the mountain, so they had cameras up there where they could look at
That's
them.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wish there's something good about something.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they have power at that place?
They did have power at that place. When our first crew got there, so we were the second crew from Union County to go up, our first crew didn't have water all week.
Okay.
When we got there, they actually did have running water so we could use the sewer system. Yeah.
So y'all were spoiled.
We were a little bit spoiled. I will tell you this, I've had enough of Hot Pockets and microwave pizzas,
Sheesh.
Hunger Man dinners, crackers, honey buns, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what people are surviving on up there right now. Caffeine and sugar.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Gosh. All right.
Well,
I feel better about myself.
shove the clutch in and let's go to a different gear.
Yeah.
Daniel, talk to me. What's in the world wide of what the fuck this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm depressed now.
He's I'm depressed now. Give me something happy.
I gotta find it because I had to scroll up.
He had to scroll up.
You know what?
Okay.
We'll give Daniel. Do you want to do it?
I found it.
Okay.
He
Did
just
they
had
say I was about to give you a way out? But,
I was prepared because these were from last week and we get to use them. So,
okay.
So there's a Qantas airline, you know. It says Qantas apologized after mature rated film Daddy-O played to all passengers.
Uh-oh.
That's a good one.
An airline has apologized after a mature rated film was played to all passengers on a flight, including families with young children. The inappropriate screening happened on a Qantas flight from Sydney to Tokyo after the plane's in-flight entertainment system failed to work before takeoff.
Oh, no.
After staff were unable to fix the fault, the plane took off after a delay of more than an hour, with the crew deciding to show the same film to everyone instead.
Ooh.
However, to the horror of some passengers on board the 9.5-hour flight, the sexually explicit drama Daddy-O then began to play. To make matters worse, travelers reported they were basically forced to watch it because they were unable to turn it off. It wouldn't turn off because it's malfunctioning.
Yes.
Pause or even dim their individual screens.
Oh, no.
One of those on board wrote on the website Reddit, the movie they played was extremely inappropriate. It featured graphic nudity and a lot of sexting, the kind where you could literally read the text on the screen without needing headphones.
Oh, God.
Oh.
One of those on board wrote on the website Reddit, the movie... Oh, wait. I just read that. It took almost an hour of this before they switched to a more kid-friendly movie. But it was super uncomfortable for everyone, especially with families and kids on board. They said, how is this acceptable on any major airline?
Wow.
Yeah. So it says the film, which was released last year, stars... well, I don't recognize it. But it tells of a story of a woman and a taxi driver who discuss sex and relationships.
Yes.
For the check money.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Daddy-O? Give me some skin, soul brother. Oh, not like that.
That's funny. But yeah,
He's tickled in his own little world over there.
No, I was just like, this is
Hey,
wild,
you know what he's
man.
doing? I gotta go home with Diddy.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's what he says.
All right.
Next one is large snake found trespassing inside Colorado family's home.
Dang.
Trespassing was in quotations.
Ooh.
It says how many cops does it take to? Well, mine would be glowing.
He had to stop for that, didn't he?
How many cops does it take to wrangle a very large snake out of a community member's home? It's not the start of a joke, but it's a question some of us were asked. We asked when we reviewed one of our officers' body body cameras recently, but
Just call P. Diddy.
the
I
police.
know.
A large snake was officially cited for trespassing with
Oh no!
paperwork.
See, that's what happened there. They cited that one.
Yeah.
They
Cited that
running.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a large snake sighted. Yeah.
When it was found brazenly slithering through
Brazili.
a resident's home. The video shows officers locating the snake on the hardwood floor next to the fireplace inside the house. The snake
Wow.
attempts to flee the law, but ends up secured inside of an orange Home Depot bucket. I just thought that was funny. It was
That was
actually,
a good one.
no, they actually cited it for trespassing. To make it
Wow.
comical.
I wonder where he put the ticket at.
I don't know.
My thing is, how's he going to
Maybe
appear in
digging up
court?
his ass.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he gonna slither on.
Yep.
He gonna come in there with the bow tie and a little top hat on.
I saw it, sir.
I do not have sexual relations. Sorry.
Yeah.
Number 3, what you got, baby?
Speed eater downs 2 pounds, 7 ounces of hot sauce in 3 minutes.
Oh.
2 pounds
2
And
pounds and 7
7
ounces
ounces.
of hot sauce in 3 minutes.
in 3 minutes.
Just thinking about that makes me.
A Canadian speed eater added another world record to his name by eating 2 pounds and 7 ounces of hot sauce in 3 minutes. Mike Jack, who holds multiple Guinness World Record titles for speed eating and drinking, broke the record for the most hot sauce eaten in 3 minutes on the same day that he broke the record for the fastest time to drink a Capri Sun. That's crazy.
That wasn't a storm that destroyed the mountains.
No, that was 2 pounds
That
and
was
7
that
ounces
guy
out
right
somebody's asshole.
Not only did he didn't just drink it. It says the man used a spoon to eat 2 pounds and 7 ounces of sriracha hot sauce in the allotted time. So a lot of people say your butt must burn a lot after you did that challenge. Jack told Guinness World Records, "I've actually never experienced butt burn before. It's a genetic mutation." He says, "I guess it's my superpower."
Yeah, you done burn everything out.
Yeah, he ain't got no
Oh
feeling.
shit! I forgot I got one more on here.
All right,
Oh
It
shit!
was sriracha, too?
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and a bonus.
Damn.
Mhm.
You got a bonus?
Woman pleads guilty to trying to smuggle 29 turtles across a Vermont lake into Canada by kayak.
Did you what?
Oh Lord.
Where were you? It wasn't the time she was.
Oh no, this gets even better dude, after what you just said. No offense to what I'm about to say, but a woman from China.
Oh, Lord.
She knew.
I know she. That's why I said no offense, because I already knew where.
We know.
I already
This
knew.
story is
From
from
Asian.
Asian descent. but-
That's the only reason why I was saying
Oh,
that.
my.
But
I got
this is a woman from China pleaded guilty on Friday to attempting to smuggle 29 eastern box turtles, a protected species, across a Vermont lake into Canada by kayak.
By kayak.
I could say, you know what?
You ain't 41, are you?
Close to
Because
it.
the 41-year-old was arrested on the morning of June 28th at an Airbnb in Canaan.
Oh my God.
as-
Japan or Canada.
Canaan, it's a town.
I got you.
Um,
I just
So,
want to make sure we're
as she was
was
about to get into an
found-
inflatable kayak with a duffel bag on Lake Wallace, according to a Border Patrol agent's affidavit filed in federal court.
I don't know.
So she was found with how many?
29.
29.
Agents have been notified by Royal Canadian Mounted
I
Police.
should have had to get the 30.
I was
Oh,
finna say.
shoot.
How
It was an inflatable
I
kayak.
wouldn't be in an inflatable either.
How many
The
did she
hell you
start
what?
out with?
You tried to get an inflatable raft in that creek down
The-
by the house one time.
The agent searched her heavy duffel bag and found 29.
Turtles. This is going from Vermont to Canada.
How many? Just wonder. Was it like 2 or 3 duffel bags when she
What?
started? And once she seen them, she just started chucking shit like.
Well, it says the agent searched her heavy duffel bag and found 29 live Eastern box turtles individually wrapped in socks. The affidavit states Eastern box turtles are known to be sold on the Chinese black market for $1,000 each.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
The affidavit stated they were gonna eat them motherfuckers.
No.
No.
That she wasn't. She was just going to sell them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For somebody else to eat them.
Yep.
Her cell phone was seized and a search by law
It would
enforcement
be
found
definitely
communications showing that
probably
she had
trying
tried
to
to smuggle
rescue
turtles into Canada so that they could eventually be sold for profit in Hong Kong.
No, what you would see is that you would see Joy fighting that lady to release the turtle.
Yeah.
Poor turtle.
See?
See? Wrapped in mud.
See? There you go.
There you go.
There's your proof right there. You poor turtle. Bam!
Pow.
Knocked on my head.
She is scheduled to be sentenced in December and faces up to 10 years in prison and a fine of $250,000.
Wow. Have a whole bathtub.
Yes, I was like, what? So I saw that. I said, what the fuck?
There you go. That's a good one. Right?
Daniel's worldwide of what the fuck.
Yeah, Miss Joy got all passionate on this one. I'm starting to think maybe she was there.
She's got
Maybe she was the buyer.
She's got an alibi.
I'm just kidding.
Now, Miss Joy would be the one to
the
pay somebody off, whoop that ass, take that money back, and release them turtles.
Yeah, they were intended to be taken to Canada where she was living and then smuggled back over to Hong Kong. $1,000 piece for 29.
That's how much the turtles is.
It's also a lot of money.
$29,000.
What I want to know is how the fuck did they catch you? No, I don't. I'm just kidding, I do.
Say,
6 a.m. No,
what
it's
we do.
6:45.
Yeah,
We gotta go to work to see Diddy tomorrow.
well, that's our altar call, boys. Daniel, appreciate you for our worldwide of what the fuck. Cake, oh Lord, the cake.
I always go buy a good cake.
Look, this boy, as mentioned on the aforementioned podcast, brought in a China pound cake that had what he calls what you call it, Bob, sometimes? It was a brown,
sad spot.
a sad spot. That wasn't a sad spot to me, brother. I got that little chewy part. Yeah, I was happy. Bad boy happy.
That one actually, this one didn't actually have that much of a sad spot.
It was good.
What I got.
All right, well, Miss Joy, you got anything else? Save the box turtles. Daniel,
Stay spicy.
stay spicy. My brother from another mother, what you got?
I'm done.
All right.
Get brain fried.
Until next time, folks, come on.